Hello, you guys. Just popping in again. And yes, I know my background looks completely different from anywhere I've ever been on my videos. And that's simply because I'm still in my building that I work at. um, so y'all know my struggle. I'm always here. I'm always in this building. This is my job. This is where I work. I'm always in this building. And like I say all the time, I get frustrated because I'm always here. My business stuff is at home. So by the time I get home, I don't have a whole lot of time. So actually my coworker gave me the idea, like, why don't I bring some of my stuff here and work on it during my break? Or before I start or after I start. And I'm like, oh. At first I did think about that. I used to do that before, but because of where I was, like in my office, people would know I'm there, so they would always come interrupt me or knock on my window or see my light and call, and it was just always something. So it became too frustrating to me, so I just didn't do it. But then he said, well, you know, there's another space in the back where nobody even really goes. Like, nobody can even get back here other than staff. So here I am, y'all, simply because I gotta make something shake. Like, I have to make something shake. I cannot continue on in my path and continue saying I don't have time or I'm tired. I don't, all my time is spent at work. Yes, this is my reality. So I needed to do something to adjust my reality to make sure that I'm doing things that earns me my paycheck, but I'm also doing something that's building my future, and this is what I'm doing. So I brought all of my stuff with me, and let me see if I can fix this to where, hold on. Yeah, so that I can talk to y'all while I work on my stuff. So I am about to make for my candle business, I make molded candles. I make cement vessels is what they call. So I'm gonna do that here. That way I can work on them, get them ready to go. And then tomorrow when I come in, I can just demold them and then do a new set. So I'm gonna be doing this while I chit chat with you all about, let me get a pen and paper because, actually no, I'm gonna put it in my iPad because I always don't write stuff. So I don't be having a lot to go back and reference, but I just wanna see, like, how, for my people who was busy with their real life, and working on your dream life, what did you do? Like, what sacrifices did you have to make? How did you manage to get away from your 9 to 5? I gotta take my shirt off. How did you manage to get out of your 9 to 5? Like I said, I'm on a mission to get out of my 9 to 5, and really because I need the time to do other things and build. I believe life is worth more than just working to pay bills. Like, I don't want to do that. So we're not doing that. Okay, and so right now it's 6:43 p.m. I'm still here. I was here last night working until maybe about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I'm really exhausted. Like, I'm exhausted. I will not lie to you. Like, I'm tired. I can even hear it in my voice. Like, I feel the tiredness. I hear the tiredness. And a lot of times I keep questioning myself, like, should I keep going or should I just be content in my job? Maybe get like another maybe part-time job or something like that. Like, should I just keep going or what should I do? Like, those are the thoughts I have in my head a lot of the time. But then, reality hit me. Like, if I don't make sacrifices, I'm going to be stuck in this cycle for forever. And not only me, but my kids will be stuck in this cycle, and then they will begin to think that this is normal. And I don't want them to believe that. Sometimes it is hard. Like, especially being here at work, I see my coworkers, they go to their cars, they take breaks, they get on the phone, they talk. And my breaks, I'm working. I'm working. Even like at home when everybody in the bed, they settle down after they get home from school or work or whatever the case, I'm the one up working. Like, I'm constantly doing something, and I know one day it's all gonna pay off. Like, I know that. I'm really invested in my future. Like, and I have to make the type of sacrifices that I'm making to do so. And the thing is, like, I know I'm not by myself. I know so many other single mothers that feel trapped the same as I do. You know, kind of stuck in between needing to make a way today and be able to provide today, but desperately seeking a way out of this vicious cycle. Like, I know I'm not the only one. You know, a lot of us, especially single mothers, we don't feel like we have the luxury of taking risks, you know, because I don't know if you notice, but bills do not stop. They don't care about what you got going on. They don't stop. Them babies still got to eat. So it's like you really can't just quit your job and hope for the best. Like, you have people depending on you, you know, and this why a lot of times it's so hard, and that's why we feel stuck, because the idea of making sacrifices on like an extreme level, you know, already on top of being exhausted, that feels impossible, you know. But when you really sit back and think about it, like, I have nobody that I can depend on 100% to pay all of my bills, to cover all of my expenses, to take care of my children, like cover all of my needs. I don't have anybody to do that. I wish I did. Maybe I don't wish I did, but I don't have like somebody that's funding me in my future. You know, for me, it's like trying to be the nurturing mother, also trying to get us into a better way of living. And it's not to say I'm not in a good space. Like, I'm sure my kids are happy. Like, I don't want that to be mistaken or misconstrued, but I believe that there's so much more in my future. There's so much more to my life than what I have right now. And sometimes I do have a real fear of financial instability. Like, I don't want to be unstable. I don't want to be paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to have to sit and wonder where my next dollar coming from. I don't want that, you know. But like I said, reality really hit me. Like, it really hit me. Like, if I don't change, 5 years from now, this will still be my story. I will still be singing a sad song. I will still be singing the same song. Like, I'm just gonna be older and more tired. Like, that's not the life I want. That's not at all the life I want. So I realize and understand that sacrifices is what I'm gonna have to do, and there's no way around that. As uncomfortable as it is, it's no way around it. You know, and the sacrifices that I'm making has caused me to skip out on a lot of events, a lot of family functions. Like, I have a really big family and we're really close, so it really do make me feel bad that I can't be at everything. I can't talk to everybody every day, you know. And even to go so far as I don't get to rest like I want to. I don't get to sit back and just put my feet up the way I want to. I feel those are like luxury things that I don't have right now. And I could easily go home and put my feet up, but then in my mind I'm gonna be sitting here wondering, like, what is my life gonna look like if I continue to do this? You know, so I use my spare time, my breaks. I come in, or I'm up early in the morning. I stay up late at night. I stay up a lot of late nights trying to build my future. Like, I'm so passionate about what I see in my mind to make it reality that it's the only way for me. Like, even if I go to bed early because I'm tired, I can't sleep good because my brain is just like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And y'all know, like, I feel guilty about not spending time with my kids the way that I want to. I feel guilty about not being able to spend time with my family the way that I want to. But I have to remind myself, like, this is not just for me. This is for them too. Like, I want my kids to have better than what I had. Granted, I think I had a decent childhood. I think that my dad did as best he could with us. But now that I know better, I want my kids to experience better. I don't want them to have to start completely from scratch and try to get it out the mud. Even though I know that builds character, like I say all the time, I want my kids to be able to have the comfort. I don't know if I want to say comfort, but I think y'all get where I'm coming from. Like, I don't want them to have to struggle so hard. Like, I don't want them, because when you're struggling, you're making decisions out of struggle. I don't want that for my kids. Any extra money I have, I'm putting it into my business. So no, you don't see me shopping. I don't go and get my hair done. You know, I barely keep my eyebrows done. My nails are not done. I don't do any of those things right now because I know there's something better for me. And if I stay down and invest what I have right now, it's gonna grow eventually. And I know it's gonna pay off in my future. I tell myself every day, like, this is hard. Like, this is really, really hard. No part of this is easy, and it's really so uncomfortable. Like, it really is uncomfortable. But what's worse for me in my mind is continuing to live paycheck to paycheck, or getting older and retiring and have to depend on Social Security that may or may not be there by the time I'm ready to retire, and just living for $1,000, $2,000 a month. Like, that will not be my life at all. No. And it's all worth it to me for so many reasons. Like, there's so many reasons why this makes sense to me. Even though it's uncomfortable, it makes sense for me. So imagine a life where you don't have to wake up and rush out the door to go to work. You could take your time and get ready for the day. You can wake up completely before it's time to rush, or you don't have to get up super early to have your time to wake up. Picture time just spending with your kids and not having to worry about financial burdens. Like, for me, like, I like to be able to go places and do stuff with my kids, and they be like, oh, we should do this and we should do that, and the reason I have to tell them no is because of finances. Like, I don't want that. I can envision a life where I'm fully present in it, like traveling, really cooking for my family, something I have to sacrifice right now. Enjoying my house. Like, I'm away from my house so much, y'all. Even though I say I've outgrown it, even though I know that there's a home that's bigger and better for me, y'all, I miss being at home. Imagine the payoff of what I'm going through now to be able to allow me to do those things, travel, spend time with my kids, for real, like go on vacations with my kids. Y'all, imagine being able to do that all because I sacrificed today. I sacrificed putting in the effort and the hard work today. That way I can reap the benefits on the back end. Like, right now, I'm really, really tired from trying to build my dream life. Like, I won't lie to you, I'm really tired. But I also refuse to continue to live a life where I don't necessarily have control of it. Yes, I can control if I'm gonna go to work today or not, but bills still got to be paid, which means I'm still gonna be working for somebody. I'm still gonna be waiting on somebody. I'm still gonna need somebody's approval to live my life, and I don't want that. So, like, what are you willing to sacrifice to have a better tomorrow? What is something that you can give up today so that could make you free tomorrow or in your future? Like, something I had to do, and I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. Like, shift from the mindset of short-term comfort for long-term success. Like, think about that. I think about it all the time. The price of freedom is not cheap, and it's really not easy, but neither is struggling forever. Like, can you imagine just struggling? Can you imagine that? Just continue to struggle the rest of your life? Can you imagine that? Listen, the choice is up to you. Like, it's all your choice, it's all your decision. I made my decision. I would rather sweat, bleed, cry, do whatever I gotta do to get me to my future self. Like, the future where I'm successful. I can do the things that I want to do. I can live my life. That's what I want. That's the decision that I made, and I want to encourage you to make a decision as well. Who knows what tomorrow holds? Who knows what tomorrow holds? And one thing I do know now is that if we keep waiting for tomorrow, we're just going to continue waiting for tomorrow. So I made the decision, like, okay, I'm going to bring my things here with me, and every minute that I can get, I'm going to work on my business because it's important to me, and because I know that it could be the one thing standing in my way of catapulting the rest of my future. At some point, my business will cover my income that I'm getting from my job. And I just imagine the day where I don't have to punch a clock. I don't have to punch a clock. I understand that I'm probably going to be working a lot more, but the difference is it's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that's building my future. It's something that's going to help my kids in their future, my family as a whole. Like, that's the reward. So I'm willing to work hard for that. I'm willing to put in the work and the sweat right now because God still gave me life. I can still utilize all of my limbs. I still have the energy. So why not do it now? I can't wait until I'm 50, 60 to try to figure out what life looks like for me after that. No, I have to do it now because I don't know if y'all ever heard me say it, but I'm not looking forward to retirement. That's not anything that's on my plan, anything that's on my agenda to sit back and wait on Social Security because my job does not have a 401k for real. I mean, I have a little bit of something set up with the state, but I don't have nothing for real. It's not gonna be able to afford me to live in a high-rise penthouse downtown Chicago where I want to be. It's not gonna give me that, and I know that. So I'll be realistic now and put in the work now so that I can create myself a nest egg. So when that time comes, I'm okay. I'm okay. My kids don't have to stress. My kids don't have to pick up the bills. My kids don't have to, Lord willing, I don't need to go in a nursing home. Like, those are the things I think about now. So I just wanted to chit chat with you all for a little bit. I said I was going to show y'all what I'm doing. I'll probably do it with like shorts or something, but I got to get busy because it's 7 o'clock now and I do got to get home. So those are my thoughts for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm on the road. My next milestone that I'm trying to get to is 250 subscribers. But I value the community that I'm growing over here. I appreciate every one of y'all. So if you find my content something that you can dig, share it with your friends. Yeah, so that is it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.